The SUPCASE Unicorn Beetle Grip Pro. This thing is a beast of a case, but there is one red flag that I cannot get over. I'm testing 50 iPhone cases to find the best 5. This is review number 47 out of 50. Because I'm a reviewer, not an influencer, for the iPhone 17s, my scoring system is based on what the iPhone actually feels when it hits the ground on its corner, on its face, as well as on its camera lump. Each case gets dropped at least 30 times. So when I say it's terrible, it's because I've got the data to back it up. So when it comes to design, what have we learned about iPhone cases? Cases that look tough usually aren't. Now design-wise, this is a neat looking case. I will give SUPCASE that. There's a lot of different finishes on this product. Got a bunch of nooks and crannies, these double hatchings everywhere. The edge of the case has this grip strip, which is actually pretty decent. And the corners have like a faux aramid fiber finish. Even this frame looks like it's metallic. It's not. Overall, it's a very good looking case for what it is. Now this is technically a 2-part case. The iPhone sits in a polycarbonate frame. It has a built-in screen protector that has no adhesive behind it. To install the pieces, you just squish them together and fold the TPU edge into the rim of the front frame. Now the internal parts of this case are a little different. The polycarbonate frame doesn't actually cover the full corner of the iPhone, and the corners on the back side of the case, it's actually not the same thickness throughout. So this part of the case, there's like an angle like this from the top of the frame to the iPhone, and on the inside, on this frame part, there's kind of the similar angle, so the two things kind of fit together really nicely. It's weird, I know. So when we're talking about drops, I'm assuming the force is going to go through the frame more than the TPU. That's my guess. Now this case does have a built-in stand into it, though it does not rotate. It allows you to put in portrait as well as landscape. Weight-wise, it's going to increase it by 91 grams, way above the 47 gram average. And it's going to increase the bulk of your iPhone by 101%. This thing is big. Now the grip on this case is quite decent. The TPU doesn't have a smooth finish. It's got a little bit of tack to it. So you've got all this grip strip, you've got all these hatching things, you've got a lot of places for your fingers to kind of anchor into. This case has integrated buttons into it. The main sleep power button, that feels decent. These little buttons, they feel exceptionally tight. They're borderline annoying to use. Now for the camera control, it looks like there isn't an actual button, but there is, and it looks quite unique. I do have to give props to SUPCASE for this design. I take a lot of photos, and so this feature makes it really easy to find the camera control button. Port cutout for this product is large enough for my biggest cables, and it is also covered, which means pinky propping it up is not an issue. When it comes to screen access, there is a built-in glass screen protector. I wasn't able to find a dead spot in this setup. I personally do not like built-in screen protectors, especially if it's glass, but this isn't fully baked into the frame. It looks like you'll be able to take it out if this thing ever cracks. Now here's my red flag for this product. This built-in screen protector will blow out your iPhone screen. That's a bad deal from my perspective. And when it comes to MagSafe, to pull things off, took 8.7 newtons. To shoot things off, push things off, took 10.2. That's basically average. The problem with these stand style of cases is that depending on the accessory that you're using, it's going to pull the stand out. This is annoying. And when it comes to protective design, both the corners and the back sit around 3 millimeters thick. Now when it came to rigidity, because of the polycarbonate back, because of the polycarbonate frame, as well as the glass screen protector, to bend this thing 8 mils took 190 newtons. That's 500% above average. There's almost no way your iPhone is going to be flexing in this case, but is that a good thing in terms of protection? Because in my corner drops, my iPhone logged 16.8 newtons. I mean, oh frick, geez, that's 65% above average. Yikes. Now this case does have angular corners, so my drops were very, very flat, as the rotation rate was 46% better than average, but the case did ring a little bit longer, 21% longer, and so the total force on this iPhone was 16% higher than average. Everything that's in the corner of this case, it doesn't do well when it comes to corner drops. Now when it comes to face first drops, this thing passes. Initial impact was 32% better than average, though the settling rate was pretty terrible at 32%. Worse than average, and the total force was very average. So despite having a built-in screen protector, a polycarbonate frame, as well as TPU, it doesn't make a difference. Now when it comes to the camera lump, this is a little different in terms of design. There is a TPU ring around the camera lump, but if you look on the inside of the case, this is actually one piece of polycarbonate. So the initial impact is going to hit this TPU, and then all the force is going to go through this polycarbonate back. Only other case that has this formed camera lump area is this D brand Ghost, and protection-wise, this product did really well. Initial impact was 16% higher, settling rate was 44% higher, and the total force was 10% higher. So, yikes. So with all my criteria combined, the SUPCASE Unicorn Beetle Grip Pro thing, There's a lot of shock that goes into your iPhone during a 3-foot normal drop. So would I get this product if I was a reviewer? The short answer is no. The thing I use the most on an iPhone is the screen, and as you can tell from my lights, the AR coating on this screen protector is incredibly weak. Why would I do that to myself? And also the protection of the product is borderline terrible as well. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. I am so close to being done with this series. I'm getting so bored of iPhone cases. Make sure you check back frequently because I'm going to release this product review as soon as I possibly can when it gets finished. Thanks for watching.